This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the CEO of 9 Mile Metals, Mr. Patrick Cruickshank. Patrick, how are you, sir?
Good. Thank you for inviting me back, Gerardo.
No, listen, I've had several subscribers and readers write in fascinated by the technology you're employing to vector towards what everybody is hoping is the source of the what could be multiple deposits, right? And you just had a news release recently outlining the survey that picked up on some pretty impressive looking drill targets. And I wanted to have you back on just to explain the process a bit, what you're seeing and what comes next.
Yes, thank you. Yes, very impressive. We've been very technology centric in our exploration program, and to the point where New Brunswick government's asked us to present October 23rd at the EMP show in New Brunswick, kind of their version of PDAC for the Maritimes in Canada. And it is quite impressive. We even get impressed, right? So we've really used this drone technology, which can do mag images up to 800 meters and up to a kilometer deep in the ground. And you see the image output in our last press release. And what's phenomenal is they can filter out a lot of the magnetic noise and really concentrate on what you're looking for. So you can see in our images in our press release that there's two really good source targets that make scientific sense for being the source of the lens that we drilled just a couple months ago and had phenomenal drill results and assays. They're both what we call a folded nose with a hinge. And the body of the hinge, because all deposits in the Bathurst mining camp are on the halo of a mag anomaly, so on the outskirts of it. So when you find the folded hinge on a nose, that's the pressure point where we believe the lens was broke off, or the part of the deposit was broken with that folding, and the folded nose with so much pressure that it created that break. And it's within 400 meters of our lens. And traditionally, when you find a hinge on a folded nose in the Bathurst camp, there is mineralization there. So we're very excited, and to find two of them is just totally shocked us, from a good perspective. They're both folded noses with hinges. They both have plunging deposit bodies. The size and scale is very similar to other deposits in the camp, traditional, even the Brunswick 12, where it's 400 to 500 meters on the surface, but up to a kilometer body plunging downward away from the surface. So we have two very high priority source targets that we have found with this new technology, that even if you go back and look at the traditional magnetics that everybody uses, you would never have found these targets because the definition's not there into being able to filter out a lot of the magnetic noise and the graphite and other things that are conductive. You would never have even found it. We're going to do some before and after photos, images to show that to the public as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. And just to be absolutely clear, these targets that you were able to define have never seen drilling, correct?
That is correct. There's been no drill holes within 1,000 meters of this, and even the drill holes around the lens were only 70, 80 meters deep. So, this is completely untested and unexamined. And again, until this technology, they didn't even know it existed.
Drilling. Everybody wants the drill bit to go test these three VMS source targets. When will that commence, Patrick? At the end of the day, the technology is fascinating. It's fascinating to me. As I mentioned, I've had readers write in that are really into it. But the bottom line is discoveries is what moves the share price. And the way to do that is by doing great quality work to identify the targets, which clearly you've done. And then you cross your fingers and see what Mother Nature left behind. When do we start finding out?
Well, the first drill program announced with California Lake, our other property there in Bathurst, that should be, the rigs will be rolling after about the 15th, 17th of this month, so next week. That's all ready to go. Permits, all the drill targets, everything's gone. We need a bit deeper drill rig for 9 Mile Brook, the one we're discussing. That rig will be the last week of October. And again, because of these new uncharted targets that we didn't know existed until we got the drone imagery back, we had to file new permits with the government for those two huge bullseye targets, and those are just come through now. So we've got that, and then we are just waiting for the subsurface 3D imagery from EarthX, which is expected this week. So that's we'll be ready to go for the end of the month.
So just to be clear, from here to year on out, we have 2 drill programs at 2 different properties. We should be having assays here in the next several months. It sounds like you have a lot of news flow between now and year end. Patrick, I always enjoy having conversations with you regarding the technology. I can't wait to see what the drill bit turns up. Anything else that you'd like to add to that?
Yeah, we're just real excited to get started next week, and we will be presenting news along the whole exploration program on our Twitter and on our website, and with our news releases. We will share as much as we can, and with up to 7,000 meters and 2 programs, there'll be lots of drill assays and lots of news. We will XRF our drill core like we did before, because that's part of our process for filtering and using it for our rush assays to the labs. So we're real excited to share our news and get started next week.
Looking forward to it, Patrick. Good luck out there.
Thank you, Gerardo. Have a great day.
Hey everybody, Gerardo Del Real here. If you're enjoying the content that you just saw, you can let us know in 3 simple steps. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please share across your network and on social media. Take care, everybody.